are you guys playing?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Houston Texans. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And we'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Check 41. Watch the slats.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, Fitzpatrick. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second down, Hyde. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a run with Hyde. A gain of 3, second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again running right, it's Hyde. We'll get only a couple down to the 44. Watson down to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there.
He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 89 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Now high. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Watson escaping the pressure right. They'll try and run it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be called for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going on with this ball club? Unable to hold on to the football and take care of it.
Yeah, 2 straight fumbles for them to start out.
Yeah, you would think that this team would come in ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
They're running it. Go ahead.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We go once. Mike. 180. Check 55. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shoot.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Balaj. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Balaj. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Here's Fitzpatrick.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Regular.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Watson on first down. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Watson, and he's going to go down again. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete, and he'll go down at the 28. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson finding fouls complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Watson, flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's field. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that takes us from second to third down. Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Check out.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 50 yards. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. One man in the backfield, that's Miller. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Let's go, folks.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back now in Miami, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. It's QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. On 1st and 10, Watson.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover. And he's good.